Hey YouTube, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and I gotta tell you again, because you see me already last week. If I look gross, because I just got back from the gym, I'm a little sweaty, nasty. Hoping my shirt ain't see-through. Guys, I tell you, man, I'm one of those guys when I work out, I sweat buckets. It is literally disgusting. I am a nasty human when I work out. Like, drenched. Looks like I took a shower. It's bad. It's bad things. All right, but let's go back to setting up some babies and sharing a new clutch with you. This will be clutch number 10. Oh, you already saw the egg cutting, so we're going to now show you these babies. They've all shed out, except for one. We may have one straggler in there. We're going to go ahead and set them up because the rest of us shed. They shed for a while. Sometimes you get one that's just late. Okay, no big deal. We'll go ahead and put them up. It'll take care of it. Usually just, for whatever reason, just doesn't happen for one right away. So what were the breeding? The breeding was a leopard pastel bred to a pastel spot nose. So both these are experienced breeders for us. So we're really looking for, the best we could make would be a super pastel leopard spot nose. Don't know if we're going to get that in here. Worst we could make with this pairing would be a normal. Don't think we're going to get that in here. This will be one of those clutches where I think we're going to not hit the worst. We're not going to hit the best. We're going to hit a whole bunch of shit in between. So without further ado, I think we should start looking and seeing what we got. And since this one looks like it wants to bite me, it's going to go first. This one is probably just a pastel. I don't see anything else going on in there. It doesn't look super pastel. You can see the head's a little bit blush, lighter color. You can tell on the sides there. This is just a pastel. Nothing too crazy with this one. You're going to have some of those, no big deal. We're going to weigh it. 55. These guys were probably born in the 60s. But again, they're going to just lose some grams. When you look at a baby snake when it first crawls out the egg, right, it has a very full belly. These guys no longer have that. Little female. So we'll go ahead and stick that one in here. I'm going to do a little bit of logging while we talk because it's just easier if I do it. No, I'm not, because I haven't given these guys a number yet. So I'll screw that all up if I do that. Let's go ahead and grab out another one. Oh, so a little pro trick. Whenever you're getting babies out of here for something like this, if you see one that looks like it's going to bite you, grab that bastard first. Here's why. Because otherwise, he's going to try to bite you every time you reach your hand in there. Once you get him out, he's going to knock that crap off. So what do we got here? Well, this, we can see the head. See that nice blushing? Ooh, that might be a different one. I thought this, when I first looked at it, I was thinking we had a pastel leopard. That head, though, says maybe spot nose. I don't think so. I think we're still looking at just a pastel leopard. Really nice coloration. See how the difference is between this normal pastel here and this? Look at how this just looks cleaner. It's the best way to say it. But the eyelets are also way more blown out than on here. That's that leopard. The leopard's going to clean this up. It's also going to make those eyelets more blown out. I think it's just more crisp. So that's what leopard's going to help with on this. Okay, you have to let go of me, snake. I'm going to wait on this one. You're not going to help, Ed. I'll get it. There we go. 64. So this is a big, big baby, right? Once we lose all that water weight, we're still weighing 64. This thing is really, really cool. Take a look in here. That one's a boy. That one's a boy. So then, this one's cool too. So this is an example of no pastel in here. Woo! Little turd. He did get me. Bad snake. I don't know why it still makes me jump. Look, when babies bite you guys, it doesn't hurt. But for whatever reason, it still makes you jump. I have never really get that out of me. Oh, you gonna try again? This thing is cranky. We'll put it to a question, girl. So what is this one? With that cool look and bad attitude. And also a big baby. This, knock that off, is a leopard spot nose. So look at how this pattern is all linked together right through here, right? That is what's going to give that off right away, where you can really kind of tell that the spot nose is in there. Spot nose does that with leopard. So the other leopard that I said, when I first looked at the head, said maybe, man, you don't even, this thing is just cranky. We will not be, really? This one just bit me too. It is that kind of day. This is that kind of clutch. I've been bit twice on camera today. But if you look at the
they're all trying to escape.
Yeah, they're all running everywhere and biting the piss out of me.
Talk fast.
So if you look at the pattern on this thing versus the pattern on that one, you can see a difference, how the pattern is not linked up here with this leopard pastel. That's why this one's also brighter and that one's also darker. But it is definitely the difference there. So I'm going to put this one back. I will tell you, with this one as cranky as it is, I'm not going to put it through sexing it right now. I will just do that later because it's just going to stress it more. And all this bad attitude is just young, stressed, wanting to be a jerk, because it's one of the few things that has it can do. So we'll put that one back there. See if we can't grab another one.
This is a big clutch. How many are
Ow! Fudge nugget. That one got all the way around my hand. I'm bleeding.
Oh, man. Oh, that one just went again.
I know. So
this is a cantankerous clutch. What did you do?
I don't know what I did on this one. This one is a straight, also probably a leopard pastel. Really good looking baby. Really, buddy? Here, bite that. There, you happy? It's not going to work. Not going to work. But a really nice looking snake nonetheless. It made me bleed a little bit. Golly, that's 3. 3 out of 4 have bit the piss out of me. So anyway, good looking snake. We're not going to sex these with their attitude they're having. We'll just save that for later. I actually like clutches that are kind of like this with the bad attitude because it means that they're most likely going to feed very, very well. Don't bite your brother or sister. Usually that works. We'll just pin you. There you go. Yeah, I know. You're just pissed. Pissed at the world. We're going to put 2 of them here for a hot second. We'll do this little bitty one first. This is the one that I don't think has shed yet.
Little. But it's so pretty.
It's very, very pretty. Part of that is the fact that it's got that shine to it is because it hasn't shed yet. This is a really nice little snake. So let's look and see what we got. See how light the head is? That is a super pastel coming through. And believe it or not, that is probably the only thing in there. But the super pastels are really pretty. All that blushing. This is a snake I really like a lot, how they look. They're just pretty. Just pretty. Really? Ha 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 ha. And then we get this guy here. This is probably just a straight pastel. Really nice snake though, really cool. Golly, that thing is so angry. Really, really pretty little snake. Just a straight pastel.
Maybe it didn't absorb enough yolk and it's still hungry.
Oh, that thing's a fatty. But part of that too is when you see that snake, and I'm trying to not let that thing, I don't want to rip its teeth out when they're that young because that can happen. And I will always end up flinching when I get bit. Don't bite the other snakes, you jerk face. Part of that body size you're seeing on that one, it is part of that defense mechanism. It's trying to look big and badass. It's like when you go in the bar and there's always that guy who's walking around like this, that's what that snake's doing. It's trying to look like it's big and bad so nobody will mess with it. I mean, it ain't gonna work. We're still gonna put it in the tub, but it is what it is. That snake doesn't realize that I get punched in the face about once a week, so it biting me ain't gonna be the end of my day. Let's pull out another one here for you. So this one has already shed, and this one is definitely a super pastel, I believe. You could also have some crazy patterns. One thing I'll tell you is for me, a pastel spot nose comes out looking as bright as a super pastel. So we'll have to kind of pay attention to that. This one actually might be a pastel spot nose because you look at how crazy the pattern is. So we'll have to kind of look at that a little more as they get a few sheds in. Oh, look at you tapping the nose of the bitey ones. This is like The Walking Dead with, biters. Really pretty snake though. This has definitely got super in it. You can tell by how lightly blushed it is. This thing's awesome. So, very, very good looking. Sometimes you get all of them back in and they start to calm down too.
Yeah.
Now this one.
Look at the head.
Yep. That's more of that super pastel.
And the blushing.
We didn't hit the combo we really wanted. Which would have been, I really like what a pastel leopard spot nose does. I really wanted to get a super pastel leopard spot nose. And we really didn't get that to kind of come out in there, unfortunately. But we still hit good odds. I mean, when you think about it, we got quite a few. We got 8 babies, all healthy. We got, 3 supers, we believe. The spot nose probably is the thing that kind of came through the least. We got a really nice looking bad attitude leopard spot nose in there. Just, yeah. But all in all, pretty solid. Now this one, too, look how crazy that pattern is. So this one when it sheds out, again, oh, I see you. We'll take another look at it because it may have a little more going on. And the best way to do is kind of compare it to its brother. And you can see how it's a shade brighter. Mm-hmm. So there might be an extra gene going on there. We'll kind of have to just look and see. All right, question girl.
No questions.
No questions? You don't want to know why they're so angry?
No.
Why not?
Mama says that they're angry because they just don't have any happiness in their lives.
Okay, so you guys got to realize the other day we watched, we were up at the in-laws, and the in-laws still run cable TV. They don't do full-blown streaming. And what was on cable TV that we kind of went down the rabbit hole with?
The Water Boy.
The Water Boy. So Erin is trying to somewhat quote the Water Boy. It's funny for her and I, so we just saw it, but it probably ain't that funny for you. But that is A-okay. And if Kurt was here, he'd be super excited because always doesn't get bit on camera more. That was 3. For anybody who doubts it, that's a leak. That's all it is. Baby bites. That's the worst it's going to get. It wrapped around that finger. The other one was in the palm. Didn't even draw blood. I don't remember where the other one hit me, but I think it was.
It's okay. It's trying.
It's trying again. give another shot. There you go. There. Don't bite. All right, guys. That is all we got. We're going to slide over to Patreon and talk a little bit more about these, what our plans are.